Ten NBA teams who must absolutely ace free agency. NBA free agency is upon us. It's a market that, on the other hand, multiple teams have positioned themselves well to be big-time players in free agency. Others are in need of it. It's in this that we look at 10 NBA teams who must absolutely ace free agency starting Sunday evening. Los Angeles Lakers. This is an obvious team to include. Los Angeles. If the Lakers were to sign someone of, they'd then only have the taxpayer mid-level exception $5.6 million and vet minimum room to fill out the rest of the roster. What happens here will Boston Celtics. Losing all-stars Kyrie Irving and Al Horford is going to hurt the Celtics big time. Though, even then, the Celtics must find a way to add a center and more depth to a depleted and youngish roster. Whether that means Phoenix Suns. First-year general manager James Jones received a lot of flack for passing up on point guards with the number 6 pick in the NBA draft. Instead, meanwhile, fellow restricted free agent Malcolm Brogdon is also an option. With as much as Brooklyn Nets. Even if the Nets were to Sunday evening, there's still work for up-and-coming general manager Sean Marks to do. He's put Brooklyn, the worst-case scenario? Irving has a chain. Dallas Mavericks. Dallas is going to max out restricted free agent Kristaps Porzingis once free agency opens Sunday evening. That gives the Maverick. Mark Cuban's squad has been linked to the likes of D'Angelo Russell, Malcolm Brogdon, Tobias Harris, and Chris Middleton. Though, having Philadelphia 7-6 ERS. Elton Brand and his Sixers are in a tricky position with 3 top-end free agents Harris, Jimmy Butler, and J.J. Redick set to hit the. How will this all work out? It's a major quest. Sacramento Kings. For the first time since 2006, the Kings can be considered an attractive free agent destination. They are coming off, even after a 4-year, $88 million deal, the Kings have cap space to add a max contract player. They have been linked to Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers are in free agency. How do we know this? Unfortunately, history tells us a story of a Clippers franchise that has struck out when swinging big in free agency. What if Leonard were Golden State Warriors? One of the Warriors' major off-season priorities will come to a culmination Sunday evening when. That's a big first. Even if Golden State were to re-sign Durant, it would have no impact on next season. He's out for the Indiana Pacers. Indiana made the smart decision to take from the Phoenix Suns in the lead up to the draft. Unfortunately, how a potential Rubio signing plays out will determine what the Pacers have left to spend as a way to upgrade behind Victor Oladipo. They could have upwards. Related slideshow top 50 free agents.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.